All right, well, another warm one out there for us, but things do look to get warmer by tomorrow. But for the evening, it shouldn't be too bad for us. Overnight temperatures around those upper 50s and lower 60s, so bearable, definitely doable for us as we go on into the rest of the evening. Here's a look at what happened yesterday, though. Numbers topped off in the middle 70s at 53 for our low yesterday, so you can see our numbers are right around their normals, not only just for yesterday, but even on Saturday. It was a comfortable two-day weekend for us for sure. Records back in the year 2001. Your high was at 95, and your record low back in the year of 1990 at 38 degrees. But daylight beginning to shrink just a bit for us. Sunrise is now at 6:40 a.m. and sunset at 9:10. Before you know it, we'll be in September and the kids will be back in school. But let's look at today's temperatures. Highs made their way into the lower 80s at 82 in Marquette and 82 in Iron Mountain, while seeing more of those lower 80s across the entire coverage area. So yes, a bit of a warm-up for us, but not too bad out there. Definitely, I would say, a comfortable warmth across the UP. Now, winds right now coming in from the south and the southwest. 13 in Marquette, 10 over in Munising, while at 10 in Iron Mountain, and over in Ironwood right now at 12 miles per hour. Winds probably will weaken just a little, just a smidge as we head on into the evening, expecting them right around maybe 5 to 10 throughout the night, and then tomorrow picking those up between 10 to 15 into the day, but remaining quiet and remaining clear as we head on into the night. Tomorrow, things start to heat up for us just a bit more as highs will make their way into the mid and upper 80s, and by tomorrow night, a few more clouds stream in. We'll be watching out for possible rain chances. Now, I say possible, probably not probable, but definitely possible as we head on into the evening. It will be another one of those bands that work their way closer to the region, and like we have seen as of recently, that band will lose a lot of its organization, and once it arrives, well, it's not going to be much left over once it makes its way over the Upper Peninsula. But we'll get into that just a bit. High pressure in control for the afternoon, keeping us very clear as we head on into the evening. Tomorrow, you'll notice that high pressure moves off towards the east and will be right off the east coast, and that will allow some of that unstable weather to make its way back into the region, and that's why we'll see a few more of those clouds and a slight chance of rain as we head on into the evening. But if you don't get it tomorrow night, hopefully you'll get it later on into the week, because it looks like better chances will be on the way as we head on into Wednesday afternoon, and then definitely seeing them by Thursday and Friday pick up for us. But you can see right here, jet stream begins to dip its way a little farther to the south. That will allow some cooler air to come in, and it will be more of a refreshing, cool shot. It's almost like we're beginning to try to transition into another season. At least with this one, it is. I don't know if it's going to stick around for that long, but it does start to cool us off as we head on into the weekend, and you'll check that out also coming up here in a few seconds. But for this evening, you'll see that skies will be relatively clear with a few clouds passing by. Here's that band that I was referring to as we get on into tomorrow night. A lot more organization just to our north. The band, it moves through, but it really loses a lot of its energy as it makes its way across the UP. The moisture is gone. Maybe a few of us will get hit with those, but not expecting high chances whatsoever at all. We'll head into Wednesday, dry at first, and then Wednesday evening on into Thursday, chances start to pick up for us as all of this unstable weather start to work its way closer for us. But tonight we'll dry down or dip down into the upper 50s at 58 degrees, and more quiet evening with winds out of the south between 5 to 10. The heat fights back tomorrow, and we'll see those winds pick up anywhere between 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tuesday's highs, 86 in Lawrence, at 85 in Ontonagon, 86 in Florence, and noticing also more of those lower 80s in Escanaba and in Manistee. Munising will top off at 85. Your day planner topping off at 84 here in Marquette before seeing our numbers dip down into the lower 60s. And for the next 7 days, well, seeing the heat only for tomorrow, because afterwards we start to cool off, and mostly just because of the clouds and rain heading into Wednesday and Thursday. A bit more humid on those days, but seeing those numbers getting closer to average. And on into the end of the work week, Friday at 73. The end of the week itself, Saturday, will top off only at 69. So that cooler air, it's on its way in, and that's really going to provide a refreshing shot, just like what we saw last week, but maybe even just a little cooler as we head on into the weekend on both Saturday and Sunday. Sunday will top off at 70, and by next Monday, we'll top off at 76.